What is up, Guru Gang? I'm back. If you are new here, welcome to my channel where I talk all things beauty, fashion, fitness, and wellness. So if that is something you are into and you vibe with me and you enjoy this video, then please double check and make sure you hit that red subscribe button. So today's video, I will be talking about all of the new Victoria's Secret scents and rating them, doing my normal thing when new collections come out, you guys, giving you guys my thoughts, letting you guys know my opinion, etc., so that I can hopefully educate you on making a decision on which one you guys want to purchase and things like that. So if you are interested in that and you want to hear my thoughts on all three of these new collections from Victoria's Secret, then keep on watching. Let's address the patch, okay? This is not a nicotine patch. I do not smoke. This is one of those good patches I talked to you guys about. I can't remember if it was like an empties video or some sort of Target haul, but these you can pick up at Target or Ulta. This is by the Good Patch. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I've been trying to cut back on like my coffee. I was drinking like 2 cups of coffee a day, you guys. So yeah, I finally had to cut back on that because it was just really not good for my anxiety. If you deal with anxiety, coffee is not your friend, okay? But this has, I think, like 15 milligrams of caffeine in it, but it's like a B12 patch. But surprisingly, you guys, this gives me a nice amount of like sustained energy throughout the day. Totally unrelated, but I just did not want y'all thinking that I was on camera with a freaking patch on. Let's start with the first collection. I do not know the collection names, you guys, so I would just have like pictures on the sides as I'm talking about each specific scent that I did not pick up. I'm gonna start with the scents that I did not get. First one we're gonna talk about is Pastel Sugar Sky. I really wanted that one, you guys. Like, I thought that one was going to be the best. Like, I was like, oh, this is gonna be another cotton candy sweet scent. I'll have the notes on the side, of course, but I believe there was a lavender musk, and like cotton candy and some sort of floral note in there. Y'all, I didn't really care for that one. Overall, I feel like this specific collection as a whole is a heavily floral collection. So the Pastel Sugar Sky, I would personally say I didn't really care for it. I'm not really someone who likes a whole lot of lavender scents. If you have been following me for a little while, you guys may have heard me say that. And a lavender scent has to be done very well for me to like it and want to wear it. Otherwise, I'm just never going to wear it, and I'm trying to steer away from grabbing things that I just only like a little bit or don't like just to have it. Like, I'm getting away from that, because if you guys have been following me, you guys will see I've been doing a lot of decluttering. That one, I really just could smell. My nose, I picked up on a very faint like whiff of a very soft cotton candy, like almost like a spun airy cotton candy kind of vibe, which I think was like the cotton candy note mixing with the musk. But for the most part, you guys, my nose picked up a lot of lavender musk and that orchid note. Like, orchid is one of those florals that can be very dominating in a fragrance for me. So if it's not mixed with other things that I just love, I typically don't really care for it. So I did not pick up the Pastel Sugar Sky or Pastel Sugar High. I can't remember the name right now, but the picture's on the side, girl. Y'all see it. So yeah, I did not pick that one up. The next scent in that collection that I did not pick up is the Floral Morning Dream. Obviously, I did not pick that one up because that one was a heavy floral scent. I do find that Victoria's Secret does tend to do a lot of floral scents, but I will say their past few collections, they've definitely had like a nice mixture of like fruity florals or just gourmand scents. I've definitely been a fan, but this collection as a whole, I would definitely say wasn't really my cup of tea. So this fragrance definitely represented that for me. It had a very authentic honeysuckle note in there. So if you like very fresh, like raw honeysuckle type of scents, like I'm talking back in the day when we were kids, if y'all used to do this, picking honeysuckles off of like trees and like eating them type of vibes, that is what that smelled like to me. I find sometimes honeysuckle can lean a little bit animalic to me too. Like, I just don't really care for it. It's just it's one of those florals I don't really like that. And yeah, so those are my thoughts on that particular fragrance. That's really it. It was just a really floral, fresh scent. If you like that type of scent and you like honeysuckle, you might like that one. The next one, which my store actually did not have a fine fragrance mist for, but one of you guys actually commented on my last Victoria's Secret reel, and you guys told me that it's like available online now. So I'm probably not going to order online just because unless I'm able to do buy online, pick up in store for it whenever my store gets it, I'll just do that. I've told you guys before, I haven't really been in a buy online type of mood lately, unless it's coming from Amazon. I just have not felt like ordering stuff online. But The Petal Plush Clouds, I believe is what it was called. So that one I think had mimosa and peony in it, which those are two floral scents that I actually really like, because mimosa is one of those very sweet powdery florals, and those are the type of floral scents that I do typically like. And then peony, even though it's not like a real note, technically considered a fantasy note, I feel like it's always portrayed as just this very sweet, bright, like zesty, really nice smelling floral, or like a pretty girl type of floral scent. So I do typically like peony scents as well. I think there was bergamot in there as well. And honestly, you guys, I like that one, but my store only had it in the lotion. So I feel like I wasn't really getting the best representation of what it smelled like. But from what I could smell from the lotion, which it was super faint, it really just smelled like a very pretty, like sweet, powdery floral, which I do really like those types of scents. So when I am able to pick up the fine fragrance mist, I guess I will just update you guys, but I did like that one. I'm just interested in seeing how it's going to smell in the mist, because the lotion was just so light to me. I really felt like I did not get a good representation of what it smelled like. But again, it was a sweet powdery floral, and then it also had like a little bit of creaminess, and then like kind of a little zesty brightness in the opening from that bergamot. But I did like that one, and it was another just fresh sweet powdery floral scent. On to the stuff that I did pick up. So this is Orange Flower Sun. Again, I am so sorry, you guys. I want to film on my camera so that I don't have to keep filming on my phone. But right now there's just so much going on, and my ring light is a little weird. Like, it's so hard to deal with my camera right now. So I'm filming on my phone, and it's overcast, so I can't use my normal natural light. So yeah, that is why everything's backwards. So please bear with me. But yeah, this is the Orange Flower Sun. This one I really liked. This one was definitely my favorite from this collection. This one has notes of citrus blossoms, awake blush woods, bubblegum petal. Again, this one is definitely floral as well. But I think the reason that I like this, two reasons actually, is because number one, I am a fan of orange blossom and like orange flower notes. So I think that's why I like this one. And it also strangely reminds me of Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. The opening of it, I definitely get like a bright orange, like a fresh orange smell, or like clementine. But then I start to get a very soft bubblegummy type of note. And I don't know why, but my nose, it just really reminds me of like a very soft, creamy, toned down version of Love Don't Be Shy. Like if you took out the marshmallow in Love Don't Be Shy and maybe added in a very soft, light bubblegum type of note. That's kind of the vibe that I get from this. So if you like Love Don't Be Shy, I think you would like this one. Leagues different from that in regards to projection and like how dense, deep, and like sticky sweet of a scent that is. But I do really like this one. Again, this isn't, I would say, a gourmand fragrance. I feel like this is a nice mixture of like a sweet, fruity floral with a hint of a bubblegum note. Like I wouldn't even say it's a true bubblegum note. It's really soft and powdery, but yeah, you guys, I like this one. I do think this one is going to go very well with a lot of perfumes in my collection. So I cannot wait to play around with this one. You guys know I will be doing a layering video. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, y'all. Now let's move on to the Splash collection, which I think honestly, I was the most hyped for the Splash collection and then this other fruity tropical collection. So let's start with the Splash collection because I did pick up all the scents from that collection. So the first one, you guys, is going to be Love Spell Splash. And get into the packaging, you guys. I'm going to have a picture on the side as well, or like video footage, so you guys can see the packaging a little bit better since my lighting is so terrible right now. But Love Spell Splash has notes of raspberry glisten, peach tea. Love Spell makes a splash. And I'm not going to say I don't like Love Spell, but I usually never buy the Love Spell flanker. Just haven't really done much for me. Like they just never really wowed me. But this one I actually do like. First of all, I want to say this whole collection, I love that they called it Splash because there's definitely something very aquatic and watery about all of these scents. Like there's some sort of aquatic note. So 10 out of 10 for the name of this collection. The packaging, like everything goes together really well. And I will say I definitely can smell like the Love Spell inspiration in this one. But I think the difference with this one is it opens up with a very like fresh tart raspberry, like a very refreshing raspberry note. And then that peach tea note in here really does something in here for me, you guys. Like, first of all, with all of these, y'all are gonna have to overspray, okay? Like, y'all are gonna have to overspray with these to get the full effect of what they can offer scent-wise. None of these are beast mode. I'm going to say that now. None of these are beast mode. But I will say there were a few in this collection that I've already worn that were kind of standouts that did last a decent amount of time on me. So you for sure will have to overspray to get the desired effect. This is not a 1-2 spray, 1-2 step type of vibe, girl. Like, you're gonna have to give it a good 15-20 sprays to really experience the fragrances of all of these mists. But this one reminds me of a Bath & Body Works candle, the Wild Berry Tea Spritzer. It reminds me of that, where it's like this very refreshing, fruity tea, like herbal tea type of smell. It also reminds me of that peach tea candle from Bath & Body Works as well. Like, it just really genuinely smells like a Lipton's iced raspberry peach tea. Like, that's literally the best description that I can give. I get a very tart, refreshing raspberry, but I'm also just getting that very refreshing, watery, like fresh iced peach tea type of vibe. So yeah, y'all, if you're sitting outside and it's hot and it's blazing outside and you take a nice big gulp of raspberry peach tea, like, that's what this smells like to me. So would I say this is my favorite from the collection? Probably not, but I do like this one. I do appreciate that this one is different, and it will definitely be something very refreshing to wear in the spring or summer. Like, I definitely could see myself wearing this to like a pool party or something like very aquatic where I want to feel fresh, or like just freshly leaving the gym type of vibes. Like, this is definitely something where if you're feeling dehydrated, like, this is that type of scent that you would want to wear, like something very thirst quenching, if you know what I mean. So yeah, the next one is Velvet Petal Splash, which, if you are a gourmand girl, the original Velvet Petals probably holds a special place in your heart. This one has notes of jasmine sparkle, pink lemon, and velvet petals makes a splash. And if you guys have been following me, you guys know I not only love velvet petals, but I also love lemon notes. And this one, you guys, so I definitely get the original Velvet Petals DNA in here, but it's definitely more soft and like muted, and the lemon is kind of just blended in there. Even when I overspray this one is definitely like, you don't get a whole lot until it completely dries down. And when it does dry down, I definitely get something like kind of creamy, a little bit of like a lemon glaze type of vibe, if that makes sense. Like, think like some sort of lemon glaze that's like on some sort of like bundt cake or like pound cake, like literally just the glaze mixed with something kind of aquatic and watery. Like, it's really hard to explain this one, but I wouldn't say that this is something that I would reach for. I'm really still on the fence about even keeping this one, honestly, but when it does dry down, I do like it a lot more. I just really get a very faint whiff of velvet petals. This one is just overall just a very light, faint scent to me. So if you are a fan of the original Velvet Petals, you may want to try this if you like lemon scents, but I don't think this one personally did anything major for me. Like, even when I sprayed myself down with this, it didn't do a whole lot. So I think I'm going to play around with this one a little bit more and see how it does, because like I said, when it dries down fully, you guys, I do like this one a little bit more. But overall, what I'm really getting is just a very soft lemon glaze, lemon cream type of scent. And it smells good, but it's just very hard to smell, if that makes sense. Like, even with this one being oversprayed, it was really hard for me to pull out the notes and things like that. So does it smell good? It's okay. This one's just okay. It doesn't smell bad. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's somewhere in between right now. So yeah. Okay, y'all. The next one is going to be a Pure Seduction Splash. Now, this one I was super excited about because this is a Pure Seduction with a watermelon twist. So this one has magnolia petals, juicy watermelon, and Pure Seduction makes a splash. And you guys, I like this one. I definitely like this one. Something about this is giving me a very soft, like, watermelon candy kind of vibe. Like, think of some sort of like watermelon candy that makes your mouth water type of vibe. It's so hard to explain this one as well, but I definitely get that Pure Seduction sweetness in the background that's kind of muted, but I definitely get a very fresh slice of watermelon type of candy vibe in the opening of this. And then the magnolia petals is just kind of muted in the background. So I will say, you guys, I don't feel like the florals overtake this collection like it did with the previous collection. Like, all the scents in this collection are definitely very well blended, like fruity florals. So if you are not a fan of florals, like don't shy away from this collection. This is definitely more of a fruity, fresh type of scent. And I like this one, you guys. If you like, I would say this is not as sweet as scents like Pink Watermelon Blast from Bath and Body Works or Watermelon Lemonade. Like, it's definitely not as sweet as those type of scents. But I feel like it leans a little bit closer to that watermelon mojito scent that we got, like just for comparison reasons. It leans a little bit closer to that because it's a sweet yet soft aquatic watermelon, if that makes sense. There's definitely something a little watery, a little aquatic in here, and I do like this one. This one is not a love either, but I like this one more than the Velvet Petal Splash. Love Spell Splash and this one are kind of tied because I do like both of them for different reasons. But again, they're both very fresh, fruity florals. So, and that aquatic vibe in there definitely just gives you spring and summer vibes. So yeah, I would recommend this one as well if you like watermelon scents. Again, it's not going to be beast mode or anything like that, but if you want something that's a little bit more refreshing with a twist, this one does smell good as well. Y'all, the last one in the Splash collection, before we get into the tropical collection, my girl Bare Vanilla Splash. Now, if you are a gourmand lover, you probably collect all the Bare Vanilla flankers like I do. In the most recent Bare Vanilla, the Bare Vanilla Luxe that we got for the holidays, that one is like my go-to girl. I raved about her. She was like on my list of my top fragrance mist from 2022. So I will link that video up top if you guys never got a chance to see that. But this one, you guys, is a Bare Vanilla flanker that has coconut flower, iridescent lotus, and it says Bare Vanilla Makes a Splash. Definitely my fave from this collection. 1 or 2 sprays ain't gonna do it with this, okay? Again, you have to spray yourself down with this one especially. This one definitely lasted the longest on my clothes out of all of the other scents in this Splash collection. And this one was definitely my favorite, okay? Because number one, not only am I a Bare Vanilla lover, but I'm also a coconut lover. Y'all, this scent reminds me so much of one of my favorite perfumes, which is Coco Vanille by Mancera. This scent is just so good. If you are a lover of those doughy coconut vanilla type of scents, like almost like coconut cookie type of vibe, definitely check this fragrance out. But this reminds me of that so much. This reminds me of like a toned down, softer, more muted version of this perfume. But I will say, if you have never smelled Mancera's Coco Vanille, to me, this smells like if you were to take the original Victoria's Secret Bare Vanilla, so there's that soft, light, fluffy vanilla, and mix it with a scent like Replica's Beach Walk or like any of those coconutty, sunscreeny type of vibes. This literally smells like coconut water and Bare Vanilla mixed together. And I think that's why I like it, because it's soft and creamy. It almost smells like it could smell like coconut milk in a way, because you're getting that very thick, syrupy coconut water, but you're also getting Bare Vanilla in the background. And then there's also a very soft floral note in here as well. So overall, to me, you guys, this wears very sweet. I love this one. I wore this one to bed last night and I could still smell it on the hoodie that I wore to bed when I woke up this morning. Again, definitely make sure you guys overspray, but this one was definitely my favorite from the Splash collection. If you are a Bare Vanilla lover, if you are a coconut lover, you will definitely enjoy this one. Y'all, let's move on to the final collection, which is the tropical collection. So let me start with the one fragrance that I did not pick up, which is the Blackberry Bite. So I will put a picture of that on the side. Now, that one, from what I smelled, I feel like I liked it. You guys will notice in this entire haul, I did not pick up, well, I won't say I did not pick up any. I did pick up 2 lotions from this particular collection, but for the most part, you guys, I stopped buying Victoria's Secret's lotions for a really long time because I felt like they just were unscented. They weren't really that moisturizing for me. And I think I'm going to kind of go back to that just because I find that lately I always reach for my more moisturizing body butters and lotions and things like that. And I really don't use my Victoria's Secret lotions. So I just decided to stop buying them because at this point I'm really not wearing them. Aside from like Bare Vanilla Luxe and the Pure Seduction Luxe, I don't really wear any of the other lotions like that. So I opted to not pick up any lotions aside from 2 that I really loved. Blackberry Bite lotion, it basically opened up with like this kind of sweet tart blackberry type of vibe. It was definitely more of a genuine, authentic, fresh blackberry note, and it just had a touch of sweetness. But then there was also, again, just that very watery, aquatic vibe, like fresh blackberries after you wash them and rinse them off and put them in the fridge. Like just very refreshing, very clean, very aquatic. And I just feel like the lotion was so watered down that I couldn't tell if it was just a watery fragrance or if the lotion was just unscented. Like it wasn't unscented, but as soon as I put on the lotion on my hand, you guys, it dissipated and I could barely smell it 10 minutes later. I really do think I'm going to enjoy the scent because it definitely kind of had a similar vibe as the Love Spell Splash with that very fresh berry, like slightly herbal kind of vibe. But I just could barely smell the lotion. So I really just need to get my hands on the fine fragrance mist so I can get a better accurate description. But like I said, it did smell good. If you like berry scents, if you like blackberry scents, it's definitely on the fresher side, more of like a fresh produce, not really super gourmand, but it did have a touch of sweetness in there as well. So the next one is going to be Melon Drench, and y'all can't even deny the packaging is bomb. This one has notes of melon flesh, coconut waves, and bright clementine drip. They got the descriptions and the names accurate with these, you guys. What I smell in the opening of this, I get like you just bit into a fresh honeydew or a fresh cantaloupe, and then you instantly get like coconut water. It smells like if you were to drop a slice of honeydew or cantaloupe inside of a glass of coconut water. Like that is what it smells like. But then there's also a slight hint of citrus, so I definitely get a little bit of that clementine in the background, but overall this is definitely very heavy on the coconut water note. If you like those types of scents, it kind of gives me similar vibes to Summer Melody by Bath & Body Works, except take out the vanilla. It really just kind of has a very aquatic coconut water note, but I like this one, you guys. Again, if you are a fan of coconut scents, you will like this. If you are a fan of melon type of scents, you will like this. This is not overwhelmingly sweet. This is not super gourmand. I feel like pretty much all of the scents in this collection, aside from the very last one that I'm going to talk about, leans closer to more fruity aquatic scents. It's a combination of things like that. So I definitely like this one. I will definitely be getting some wear out of this if I'm in the mood to wear something that's sweet but a little bit more refreshing, a little bit more crisp, and I definitely think this one is worth picking up. Now these last two I did pick up lotions for because these two are my favorite fruit notes. They're my favorite fruits to eat in general. Is Mango Smash. Look at the packaging, y'all. Like it matches the fit. Hello But yeah, so that is the mist, and then I picked up the body cream. So this one has notes of mango peel, spiked hibiscus, and juicy nectarine burst. And yeah, you guys, this is not overwhelmingly sweet. This literally smells like if you've ever had, you know, a ripe mango and you freshly pull off the skin. That is what it smells like. If you eat mangoes like with the skin on, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you peel your mangoes, you know what I'm talking about. It literally smells like the skin of a mango. So they definitely got that part correct when they said mango peel. But then I'm also getting something very watery, something very aquatic in here. I think it's really that nectarine. Just another fresh, fruity scent, you guys. Scent from Bath & Body Works that I actually recently decluttered in a declutter video. I have not figured out what I'm going to do with it yet, but it does remind me a little bit of this scent because this definitely had a very fresh aquatic mango note as well. This one just had more of that salty ocean vibe, whereas this one is really just the aquatic, fresh, sweet mango note. Also reminds me a little bit of this scent as well, which is Tropic Splash. This one has juicy citrus, mango punch, neon burst. So again, this is just another citrusy mango fragrance. So this one has mango. It doesn't specify what the citrus is, but I'm assuming this is mango and orange, whereas this one is mango and nectarine. So these definitely give me similar vibes. If you have this, you probably don't need this one unless you just want it. But overall, I do like this one, you guys. It's not overly sweet, not gonna knock your socks off. Again, you have to overspray this. But I do like this for what it is, and if you like genuine, authentic mango notes, you will definitely appreciate this. On to the final one, which is obviously my favorite. This one is Pineapple High. You guys, again, gorgeous packaging. I had to get the lotion for this one. This one has notes of pineapple slice, kiwi melt, and vanilla rum rush. You guys, as soon as I smelled this, it reminded me of two fragrances, okay? The first one being, do you guys remember this Bath & Body Works collection? It was one of those weird collections where we never saw a fine fragrance mist for it, but we got like shower jellies, we got body creams, It had this scent in it called Pineapple Punch. It was like in this tropical blue packaging. I will try to find a picture and put it on the side. And it also came with like a grapefruit scent. There was like a pink packaging scent. I can't remember what it was, but y'all, this smells so similar to that. That was one of those very juicy, delicious, sweet, sugary pineapple scents. And there was like a cherry note in there. That scent was so good. You did not even need a fine fragrance mist for it because the body cream was so strong. This reminds me of that, okay? But instead of that cherry note, it's got a kiwi note in there, which is equally as sweet. Like, it just smells so good to me. This one is definitely the sweetest out of everything that I've smelled today, 100%. But it also reminds me of Forever Red, because Forever Red also has this rich vanilla rum note that's in here. And I definitely am getting something like creamy and vanillic and a little bit boozy in the background. Like, it's not super overwhelming, but it's doing something to add some depth to this fragrance to where it's not just a generic pineapple kiwi scent. This definitely gives me some sort of tropical cocktail kind of vibe. And I love this one, you guys. This one definitely lasted the longest on me as well. Like, when I sprayed this on my hoodie in the store, I kept like burying my face in my sleeve because it smelled so good. If you are a lover of pineapple scents, if you are a lover of Forever Red, even, this literally reminds me of a pineapple-y version of Forever Red, basically, with like an added kiwi note. This one smells really good, you guys. Like, this one's definitely probably one of my faves. If I had to give y'all my top 5, because I'm not going to rate these from like worst to best like I normally do. I'm just going to give y'all what my personal top 5s are. Overall, you guys, I will say I'm pleasantly surprised with like the entire, the entirety of all of these. Aside from the floral collection, there was really only 2 that really did anything for me. But the tropical collection and the splash collection, like 10 out of 10, I am a fan of it. It's not the most beast mode. It's not the most long lasting, but for what they are, the scents themselves, I really don't mind it because I really don't even need my fine fragrance mist to be all that beast mode because I always layer them with a perfume that is stronger and things like that. So I don't really mind if they're not super, super strong. From what I have tested out already, they do have pretty decent longevity for them to be fine fragrance mist. So I'm not mad at it. So I would say my number 5 pick is going to be Melon Drench. I just like this one because you don't see a whole lot of melon scents like coming from Bath & Body Works or Victoria's Secret. So I like this one, and the fact that it has just that nice juicy coconut water note. My next fave is going to be Mango Smash. Again, a very authentic, fresh mango scent. But I feel like it was done well to where it's not overwhelmingly sweet. If you are just tired of the overwhelmingly sweet, fruity scent and you want something that smells a little bit different, a little bit more refreshing, this is definitely a great pick. And if you just love fresh, authentic mango smells, girl, you will definitely be a fan of this. My number 3 pick is the Orange Flower Sun. This is literally the only one that I liked from that collection, like enough to purchase a fine fragrance mist. I do want to smell the Posh Petal one or whatever because I do typically really, really like powdery floral scents. And from what I smelled of the lotion, I do think I'll like that one. But for now, this was the only one that I really, really liked. The other 2, they just did not do much for me. There was something a little off-putting about them. And this one is just a very pretty, powdery, sweet, bubblegummy type of scent. It's not like an authentic gourmand scent, I would say, but the florals, the way that the florals mix in here, it just overall is a sweet fragrance. And I think this will layer beautifully with a lot of scents. Oh God, y'all, this is hard, but my top 2, I'm not even going to put one over the other, but my top 2 for sure, Pineapple High and Bare Vanilla Splash. And spoiler alert, I have already layered these together, you guys, and chef's kiss. Chef's freaking kiss. Like, matter of fact, let me just... No, y'all, like, y'all don't understand. I'm already obsessed with this. I'm already obsessed with both of these. Like, I've been wearing both of them since I got them. Oh my God. I just want to be on a beach right now. I just want to be on a beach on vacation. So yeah, these were my top 2 picks. These are my favorites. Again, I am pretty pleased overall with all of the collections, but I just thought these were the 2 standouts for me. If you love pineapple scents, if you like slightly boozy fragrances, and if you like coconut vanillic type of scents, then these 2 are definitely 2 I think you guys should pick up. But that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please double check and make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.